Hey, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers. I'm here for a weekly sales update of what I've sold on December 10th through the 16th, 2018.
Okay, lots to get through. I sold 18 things, and I'm gonna make this somewhat abbreviated. I sold these sorels for 45. Someone offered me 45, and I took it because I've had them for a while. They paid $56.92. I spent $2 at a thrift store on these. $18.34 shipping, PayPal, eBay fees for a total profit $36.58. They took 15 months to sell. Corduroy jacket, Patagonia. Let's see. Oh, good. I had pictures of the same stuff. Here is the tag on that. It's a good size extra large, and it sold for $30. Spent $1 on this at the Dollar Day at our local Goodwill. On Mondays, they have Dollar Day. And I spent $13.26 shipping and fees, total profit $23.90. It took 3 months to sell. Roboseyfi, and this has been the bane of my existence for the last couple years. So this guy sold, I can't remember where he went to, but he ended up coming back to me, and so I relisted him. So even though I'll tell you how long I've had him, he's actually been around a lot longer than that. I'm going to guess he's been around for like 3 years at least. So anyway, he's a robot, and he doesn't sell very well, but he sold for me for $40. $63.72 is what I collected. I spent $3 on this. Sorry, totally screwed that up. $39.99 is what he sold for. $56.14 is what I collected. $5 I spent at a Goodwill. $24.65 shipping and fees. Total profit $26.49. He took 22 months to sell, but like I said, it was more like 3 years. This was cool. I thought this was going to do better. This was a pretty big size record holder. It was vintage. It had some issues. The guy told me to disassemble it and ship it, which totally helped on shipping. So without that, I think it would have cost him a lot more. $39.99 is what it sold for. $63.72 is what I collected. I spent $3 at a garage sale. $32.79 shipping and fees. Most of that was shipping. $27.93 total profit. Took 6 months to sell. Levi's 501s. These are classics, size waist 38, 32, so it's kind of a bigger size. And they were well loved, but the guy has already written feedback and he loved them, so they sold for $24.99. I didn't pay anything for them. I picked them up out of the free bin at my favorite thrift store, local thrift store. On Saturdays, every day they have a free bin, but anyway, I love Saturdays because it's half off, and then they have an annex in the back that's like $1 an item or something. It's so cheap. Anyway, total profit on that $21.05. Took 8 months to sell. Here's a GI Joe that I thought would be worth more, but I learned a little bit about GI Joes. Their heads mean something, their feet mean something, and their hands mean something. So there's lots of references online to know. And then the markings on their hands. And then also the other big thing is if it says patent pending, then you know that it's super old. All of them say 1964, but that doesn't necessarily mean the year that they came out. That just means the year that they were first produced. So a lot of people think that, even though he was made in the USA. But if it says patent pending, that is a dead giveaway that it's one of the older ones. But this one was not a super old one, so it didn't go for as much as I thought. Somebody offered me 45, and of course I jumped on it. I paid 15 at an estate sale, so I paid up because I thought it was going to be worth more. I didn't understand how to tell how old something is. Plus his clothing, I saw the military police helmet up here, and that is actually an aftermarket. So his outfit is not an original G.I. Joe outfit. Had it been, he probably would have been closer to $100. So that was a bummer, but I still made $23.25, and he took 2 months to sell. Here are some Kimberly Cups, Fire King. These are classics. If you can get a set of them, they sell much better. There's the bottom label. They say Fire King on the bottom. Anyway, they do not sell well individually. Most people like one of each color, or they really like the blue. So anyway, they sold $24.99. I spent $1 on these, 25 cents a cup at a thrift store. Total profit $19.94. They took 6 days to sell. Here's a plush out of my daughter's closet. How to Train Your Dragons. I collected $27.19. He sold for $19.99, and I made $16.71, and it took 6 weeks to sell. Here are some more little dolls, the paper dolls. I know these all had names. I didn't look them all up. This was just a mishmash of different clothes. I think people use them for scrapbooking. But anyway, the whole lot sold for $29.99. I spent about $2, so I bought a big box of them at an estate sale last summer. And I spent $20 on that box, and I thought it was a lot. But evidently it isn't, because these are, I mean, I've more than made my money back. I probably made $50 or $60 already off of that one box. So anyway, my total profit on that was $23.67, and it only took a day to sell. Here's a vintage Gunnysack dress. These were originally made in San Francisco, my hometown, and so they are worth some money if you can find some older ones. I've had several offers on this for like $35, but I didn't take any of them. So this finally sold for $74.99. I paid $4 at an estate sale. My total profit $61.19. It took 6 weeks to sell. Some more paper dolls. These were actually really quite large. I probably should have put some sort of ruler or something next to them, because you can hardly tell from the picture. But anyway, they sold for $24.99. Total profit was $15.30, and they took a day to sell. These were not that fun to package and ship, because I put them in cardboard so they don't get bent. Anyway, Poor Puppy. These are Bad Kitty books that my kids were into. So they sold for $14.99, and they didn't cost me anything because they came out of my kids' closet. Sold for $14.99, didn't cost me anything, and total profit $11.98. It took 5 months to sell. Daisy Kingdom, Raggedy Ann, and Andy doll fabric panel. I thought this would do better since it was Daisy Kingdom, but I'm not going to complain, because it sold for full price. I spent $1 at my favorite thrift store, and it only took a day to sell. My total profit $13.36. Canadian Pacific Railway Timetable. This thing was kind of cool. This, no wonder it didn't sell. This only had one picture because it went through the glitch this summer, and I didn't catch this one. Anyway, it sold for $19.99. I spent $2 at an estate sale. Total profit $15.32. It took 13 months to sell. It's just it was missing its cover, so I don't think it was worth all that much. False graph, I'm sure I'm saying graph, stoneware. I thought this would sell for more, but it didn't. It sold for $14.99. I'm sure I brought the price down because this is an older photo. I hardly ever use a black background anymore. I spent 50 cents at a thrift store. Total profit $11, but it took 3 years to sell. Vintage Scooby-Doo apron panel. This I bought along with the Raggedy Ann. It sold for $9.99. I spent $1. Total profit $4.31, but it only took a day. This is a little, like a stirrup from a saddle necklace. So some sort of horse enthusiast probably would have enjoyed this. It's sold for $9.99. I didn't spend anything on this because I got this out of Texas Gal Treasure. I won a jewelry jar from her ages ago. That's how I got started in YouTube. And so it had been sitting around for a while, and then I finally listed some more. I still have more, believe it or not. There was a lot in that bag. I don't know how she does it. Total profit on this was $8.17. It took 9 months to sell. And the winner of the week would be our antique rabbit. So yeah, this was pretty cool. I was sitting getting my tires changed out for the winter, and I thought, oh, I'm in town. I'm gonna look at OfferUp. I haven't really used it very much, and this woman had this doll and a couple other dolls, and I started to look them up because what else are you gonna do when you're waiting for them to change your tires and it takes hours because there's so many people. So anyway, I realized that this was probably worth something. I didn't know a ton about it, but I saw something similar. She didn't have the right words for what kind of doll this was. She just had Peter Rabbit doll, and it's made by Quaddy Playthings. It was based on a book series from the early teens, early 1900s, and they made some plush animals. So it's kind of original commercialization. He did have a lot of condition issues, but anyway, so I offered her $10 and she took it. And I was like, great. Well, that's good money just sitting here getting my tires changed. So this pretty much paid for my tires getting changed. Anyway, you can make money anywhere, right? $124.99 is what it sold for. I collected $133.14. Spent $10 on it. $25.33 shipping and fees for a total profit $97.81, and it only took 2 days to sell. He sold really fast. Okay, looking at the numbers. $614.85 is what everything sold for. $741.66 is what I collected. $49.50 is what I paid for everything, mostly the G.I. Joe doll and the rabbit. I'll take it because you'll see my totals. $234.20 for shipping and fees. Totals for the week $457.96. So that's pretty good total profit. Amazon merch, 5 pop sockets, 15 shirts, $82.18. Total e-commerce adventure is $540.14 for the week.
So great sales. This is what Q4 is all about. Hopefully this doesn't stop after the New Year's when people start getting their tax returns and gift cards from Christmas. So keep plugging away, keep listing. Another funny story about that rabbit was I gave her the $10. She's like, "This is awesome. I just bought this at a thrift store." And it was all I could do to just like be like, "Wait, what? Which one? Where'd you get it? When was that?" But I didn't. I was just like, "Oh yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Good for you." Something like that, and then walked away with my $100 rabbit I just paid $10 for. Anyway, hope you guys have a good week. Thanks for being patient with me today. I had a bunch of other errands to run in town. I'm doing some stuff for interior designers. That's kind of my other job, and it's a hectic time of year because we have a lot of tourists that are coming into town at Christmas time. So there is lots and lots of sewing to be done and less eBay, so you might see a slump in my sales. Plus, it's Christmas, and now we have run out of time to ship things unless you do expedited, which is not possible from Montana. So anyway, hope you guys have great sales for the next couple weeks. Enjoy your family. I will not be recording next Monday. I have family in town, so it's going to be a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do just a checkup after Christmas sometime when things get a little more calm. Have a good week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends.